World of YouTube, True Crime, A Tale for Sight. We are here in Townsend, Mass, off Route 119. Um, I guess back in the day, this used to be something to do with the VFW or a little swim hole park. My wife used to come here as a kid and swim in this pond right here in the early 80s. Probably, late 70s, early 80s. And not only as I was turning around because I was trying to find something out here, I found this. Now, motorized vehicles prohibited, including snow. But question is, was this an actual road? And that's what I would like to know. As you can see, oh yeah, looky here. I'm about to wonder if there's the river down over there. Now, why I am here. Public access. I'm going to take a little stroll down here. Whatever, they had spotlights here. I wonder what was in here. But the only reason why I really jumped out of my truck, as you can see there, had to have been some type of paved road. And this leads me to believe one thing. And this goes all the way back to 1977 in the Deborah Ann Quimby story I cover. Someone had mentioned in a comment at one point in time that they should have checked the railroad tracks, which is not too far from this area. But due to the fact that this road is here, and now that I have found it, which I don't know, it looks like a trail, and whatever was over there is the question. There's supposedly supposed to have been some camp. And I don't know maybe if this was right along with it, or if this is a camping area. As you can see, we have some benches over here. Maybe a homemade fire pit. Very interesting. And this being said, obviously, right, this is a trail for walking. I'm about to wonder if Deborah Ann Quimby, and if this path and trail was here, and this could have been where she was murdered. Because her body was never found. Someone always had mentioned the railroad tracks. Someone had mentioned the railroad track. They should have. But as you can see, somewhere in these woods, with a swamp area I can see right over here to your right. Oh, man. And, yes, sir, I believe that's the Natural River, folks. Yes, it is. Now, the question is where is the railroad tracks? I'm trying to think. I think you gotta go this way, maybe. They made claims that she crossed through, and she was going the back way to her grandparents' house. And that was on a road that's distance off from this river, all the way on the other side, through these woods. And I'm about to wonder if there's any other indications of a bridge or something that could have been a crossover back in the day of 77. I mean, I ain't gonna walk this full trail, but this right here leads me to believe that this could have been another form of way that she traveled to cut through from taking the main road because of traffic, or it was just easier this way, because if you do go from her house, which leads to a fork in the road, and come all the way down here, I mean, it all leads to a road that leads into New Hampshire, and where the campsite was. And if they were saying it was in here, this would make more sense. Now, I'm not right about this, and I'm not sure, but someone did say that there was a camp by the VFW, and I've been trying to locate that, and I think this might have been the camp then. Because as you can see, the poles with the lights that are now down, the trails, the road that leads to whatever could have been here, that could be filled in by the earth now. Oh, this makes perfect sense. And this was never mentioned in any articles of this being ever searched. They said they seen her going down that road. And for whatever reasons why she didn't take the main road, 119, and the only thing I can come up with that is the traffic. Don't want to get hit. So she would take that back country road all the way into somewhere into here and lead to these trails. And whoever at the time that they, rumors of her being pregnant, or the rumor of that the murderer, mind you, that someone mentioned in a comment, the LaPlante guy I spoke of, supposedly in the rumors or whatever the comment was said on one of my videos, is that she could have babysat that kid because he lived in Townsend and he too lived not too far from all of this. And whatever's going through that kid's mind, and if he, who knows, got babysat and kind of did dirty things, and Deborah Ann Quimby could have, been at that age. Yeah, things happen. I'm not saying that's the truth, but this is a game changer right here, walking out here right now. And she could be anywhere in these woods. Because as you can see, it's secluded, trails, camp had to have been here somewhere. And I do believe someone did mention a camp within the vicinity of the FVFW. You come out here in that wide open area, you have a veterans memorial and stuff set up. And like I said, my wife remembers this place because she used to swim in this place when she was younger. So there was something here, and my wife's always said, "The view over by the VFW," because back in the day, she had a rough life her own self, and her parents, stepfather and mother, didn't treat her too well, and would bring her to this swim hole. It's sad that she didn't enjoy herself. That's all I got to say. Because of the people come here, especially her people, and party. And that was a big embarrassment to her, because, you have two drunk, stupid idiots, fighting, arguing, and yelling out here in the woods. You know where that leads, and that's why I like to mention that. Because with that being said, and the craziness that could have taken place here back then, and what happened to Deborah Ann Quimby? As you can see, I walked over to here, and we have these benches, little picnic area, and leads out to the road that way too. I'm for damn sure there could have been some walkway, or even the railroad tracks. I think that trail I was standing at probably leads to it. So you cross them railroad tracks, you come down in here, and then you walk over. If this was a camp and someone did mention it, then I'm excited to have, finally got here and taped this. Because now this is, to me, it's about to wonder why they can't find her. And I honestly think that could be buried in these woods. Someone did say to check the bridge, or they should have checked the bridge, or she could have ended up in the river. But you know what? I think she got literally buried because, look at this. It's just heavy wooded area. You see path here, paths over there. And who knows what was crossing over here for kids to cut the corners and stuff. or let alone come here to the camp where her grandparents were. As you can see, there are fires here, and this ain't too bright because you're supposed to be 15 feet away from wooded area. Someone blew up in the friggin' forest fire here. But, oh wow, that's... And I even tried calling the head investigator on this, and they never called me back. I wanted to share what I've been getting through comments and stuff. But yeah, this right here, I'm about to wonder if they ever, and I don't think they did ever come through these woods and do a full search. No, I think they're just claiming that she got abducted. But this right here, folks, this is it. I believe, and I could put money on it, she's somewhere in these woods in a shallow grave. And that's friggin' sad. And if she was pregnant, it was done by the person who impregnated her. Because her friend that was riding the bikes with her supposedly seen, I believe, or something. I have to go back in that story. But I will put the article up in this just so everybody can get an eye-opener of what I've been doing. And I did get to the railroad tracks and went to the bridge that supposedly someone mentioned. And now that I see all this, I'm sure this connects to that bridge. So, yep. I honestly believe she's somewhere in these woods. And this is a lot of friggin' square mile footage to cover. Especially in between Route 119 and throughout the other road that lies where she was riding her bike last. But as you can see, this open area and this road, and it's big enough to fit cars. And that light and whatever was in here, this could have been the campground. So, till the next video, folks, be safe. Take care and always beware, because you never know what's beyond anywhere, even out here. Take your little walks. Gotta watch out. People like to sit there in the woods, sneak up behind you. Sick world we live in, folks. But that's right. I believe she's here somewhere. And now I'm seeing and looking at this, I got a strong gut feeling. And a lot of time, them gut feelings I get are right. Out.